Hello. Sorry, who is this? No, I don't think I know you. You say you're a singer, yeah? Okay. And you want to come on the show? Okay. First of all, is there any songs that we may have heard of yours? What, Bad Guy? No. I Love You? Oh, that's nice. Thank you. Bored? Yep, I know how you're feeling. I'll tell you what. What's your name again? Billy Eyebrow? Oh, Billy Eyelash. Okay. Well, I'll tell you what. Send in the songs and we'll take it from there. All right. I can't promise anything, but I do have one suggestion. Change your name, mate. Eyelash will just not cut it. Okay. Love to the wife. Bye-bye. Oh, yeah, sorry about that.
And that comedy is absolutely free of charge.
How you doing, Robbie?
I'm good. Hello, welcome to the flip side of Pete and Robbie. It's been a while again because we're trying to fit this stuff in, but life gets in the way, as it always does. Life gets in the way. But we're back again with another fantastic episode with an amazing guest as well coming on. We've got some great music for you as well.
We do.
And we're going to have some great chat. So don't forget, wherever you're watching, if you want to say hi, hit us up in the comments and we should be able to put it on the screen for you if I can work out the tech. Because although we keep using it, I keep finding new things. I don't know what I'm doing. Anyway, yeah, just hit us up and hopefully we can put it on there for you as well. Anyway, Pete, how have you been, sir?
Well, I'll tell you what, mate, the last couple of weeks have been hell for me. I was really ill and it was disgusting. You know, that neurovirus, it's just explosive. And I won't even go into the details, but I also passed out because of it, fell, hurt my leg. I'm still limping around. Mate, it's horrible. It's really horrible. Thank God for my wife, Dawn, or I probably wouldn't be around. But I thought about this. I don't have any kids, so nobody's going to take care of us when we get old.
I'll do it.
You'll be long gone before I am, mate. So what we're going to do is we're going to adopt like a 16-and-a-half-year-old. So we'll get to know them for about a year and a half, and then, they're legally bound to take care of us. But the one good thing about it, there is a silver lining to this dark cloud, was I found something that is amazing, because I was so worried, if I sneezed, it would just be horrible, disgusting. There's this thing called adult diapers or nappies. Oh my God, they changed my life the last 2 weeks. They saved my life. It's fantastic. In fact, I wear them all the time now. It's just great. You know that I pee a lot, so I can just
I know that I was drifting. That a lot of Taylor Swift fans are wearing those, weren't they? All the young girls and that were wearing them at their concerts. They didn't have to miss a song.
Oh right, okay.
Yeah, they were apparently the sales went through the roof, and they couldn't figure out why. Then they realised Taylor Swift was in town. And apparently the girls are wearing them, so they don't have to miss the songs or the gigs or something like that.
Oh, great.
Yeah, it's some weird thing like that. I don't know. It's really, really bizarre.
Anyway, how have you been doing, mate?
Yeah, I've been all right. I've been busy. I've been booking up a lot of concerts, so I've got a lot of stuff to talk about this year. I've got a load of concerts coming up.
Nice.
Just working as ever, and then working on the channel as ever, trying to get you some great content and bits and bobs like that.
Excellent.
Yeah, been good, mate. Been really, really good. Just, do you know what? You said you've been ill. I've been trying this new thing called Spartan showering. Have you ever heard of this at all? And they reckon it helps get rid of it.
About this on YouTube?
Well, yeah, it's fine. So what you do is you have a shower like normal, and then right at the last minute you turn it as cold as you can, and you stand there as long as you possibly can. And I've been doing that since probably December, and I've noticed there's been some bits about colds and flus, and I've seemed to have avoided it somehow. And I wonder if that's what's doing it. So maybe try that Spartan showering, have a warm shower, last minute, chuck it cold, and it will do you a favour. Stand it as long as you can, then get out. Job done. It is refreshing. It does wake you up. I'll tell you that much.
Nice.
Anyway, so music-wise, I know you've been ill. Have you been listening to anything? What have you been listening to?
I certainly have, and I'll show you what.
Okay.
Over here. We went down to Ashford recently. Ashford wasn't it was okay, but the best thing about it was the record shop run by a guy called Vince. Really nice guy. Unfortunately, the record shop will be closing soon, but I was able to get some great deals, and I found this gem.
The Dead Kennedys. I don't know much of them. Are they good?
Dead Kennedys, Fresh Fruit for Rotting Vegetables. It's their first album from 1980. Right. It's an excellent album. This was one of my first punk rock albums.
Wow.
And the reason I found them was because there was a show in the U.S. called Quincy M.E., which was about a medical examiner. And they had a famous punk rock episode. And he actually quotes one of the songs on here. I Kill Children, it was called. And he's like, how can this be? This is horrible. So I waited to the end, and I saw the credits, and I was like, okay, Dead Kennedys. They looked it up and got the album, and I love it.
Right.
It's got some great albums. It's got some great songs. a lot about killing, unfortunately. Children, kill the poor, lynch the landlord, your emotions, and of course, like California Uber Alles, you probably know that one. Holiday in Cambodia.
Familiar,
Good stuff. My favorite is stealing people's mail.
yeah. Was it one of those episodes you talk about Quincy MD there? Was it where he pretended to be undercover as a punk?
No. Oh, no. He couldn't do that.
It was like he's 70 and he had the hair.
He went to one and he's sitting in the back and he's like scared. And the woman's saying, that's called slam dancing. It was great. But one of the cool things about it is when it first came out, they put this picture on the back. So they found a picture of this band at a garage sale. And they just put it on there. And then a few months later, that band contacted them and sued them. What were they called? They were called Sound of Sunshine. They only had one song, and it wasn't very good. So what they did was they just cut off for the next printing. They cut off the heads. That still wasn't good enough. So they changed the photo completely. So this is an original print with one of those. So I'm really happy about that.
A bit of money. Lovely.
Yeah, it's a great one. If you don't know the Dead Kennedys, Jello Biafra is the main guy. He ran for governor of California. Check it out. It's great stuff.
Okay, mate. Sounds great. I've been super excited over the last couple of weeks because they've said one of my favorite bands, fictitious and non-fictitious, is releasing the second film, the wonderful Spinal Tap. There we go.
Nice.
So I've been listening to this wonderful album. There's Break Like the Wind, which is a fantastic album. Yeah. I can get it. There you go. So yeah, it's a fantastic album. It's really, really funny. And it's also brilliant because although these are comedians, they're also incredible musicians, absolutely incredible. I saw Spinal Tap and I've seen them twice. And that was the first real gig I remember going to, was them at the Royal Albert Hall. And I was 4 foot away from Nigel. And he was throwing out picks and I just couldn't get my hands on one. I was gutted, but it was an amazing gig.
Nice.
I mean, this album came out in 92 and it's got songs on it like Bitch School, which is about training a dog.
Yeah.
Just Begin Again, Cash on Delivery, which is open to interpretation as you like. And it features great lyrics like We Are the Children That Grew Too Fast. That's the lyrics as well. But they do a wonderful song called Rainy Day Sun, which is on the it's the last track on the A side. And it's almost like Sgt. Pepper song. It's really Sgt. Pepper-ish. And they've even got the bit at the end where the radio is like, there's a little play coming in, and then the submarine goes like homaging it, mocking it, but being absolutely on par with it as well. I've got to tell you, when I saw them live, they got a song in there called Just Begin Again, which is their love ballad, and Cher features on the track on the album. And when it comes down to it, on the track they had the like image of Cher come down and the mouth was cut out and it was just doing her parts like this with this face that wasn't moving. It was like the funniest thing I've ever seen.
Excellent.
But you got some amazing, you got Cher on here, you got Joe Walsh in here, Timothy B. Smith from the Eagles is on here, Steve Lukather from Toto's on here as well. Slash is on here, Joe Satriani and Jeff Beck, 2 amazing guitar players, are on here as well. And it's one of those things where I'm super excited about the film. I might do a video on this at some point. But my problem with it at the minute is the original film was its own universe.
Yeah.
And you had people on it like Paul Schaefer, who played Artie Fufkin. Will you kick a man's ass? All that sort of stuff. And it's its own universe. Now, obviously, Spinal Tap came out, became a huge success, and then many years went by. And now the second film's coming out. Is it going to be one of those things where people want to be on this film, but they're going to be on it as themselves, if you see what I mean? Like Questlove, who was in The Roots, isn't it? He's on everything. And is he going to be Questlove in it, or is he going to be, I don't know, Marvin Smith, record promoter, and he's got to play a character? Because I think if they then break the wall of the characters, it's not going to work. You know what I mean? It's not going to work.
Yeah, well, the first movie was absolutely fantastic. It set the standards for rockumentaries, didn't it?
Yeah. My cousin Mark, he loves that film, and whenever we see a guitar solo that's a bit dodgy, he goes, "Go, Nigel, go!" Shuts down.
Well, it's got so many great scenes. The Stonehenge scene is just amazing.
If you're a musician, a young musician, you've never seen this film, you need to watch this film at some point because it will become a guide for your career somehow. And I did play the places where we couldn't find the stage when I was in a band, all that sort of stuff, and things go wrong and the girlfriends interfere. Honestly, it's amazing. It's like a documentary rather than a rockumentary. So check that out. But that's my first choice of the week. Spinal Tap, Break Like the Wind. Amazing. We'll have links to this stuff in the description anyway. What's your second one, Pete?
Excellent. Well, also at the record store in Ashford, I've picked up this gem, Rockpile.
Oh, right, yeah.
Seconds of Pleasure.
That's Dave Edmunds and Nick Lowe. And who was
Dave Edmunds and Nick Lowe. That's right. Two of my favorites. And also Billy Bremner plays the drums.
Right.
Really good stuff. I really love Nick Lowe. I've seen him a couple of times. He's amazing. And together, it's great. I remember I used to work in a record store, and I saw a record by Rockpile, and it was just them standing around, and just like these middle-aged guys standing there. I am 17. One of the guys didn't have his zipper all the way up, and I'm like, who are these guys? And the guy who owns it, hey, don't diss Rockpile. They're fantastic. So I bought the album, listened to it, and I love them. And of course, Nick Lowe, he writes songs. He wrote, I Knew the Bride When She Used to Rock and Roll.
Yeah.
By Dave Edmunds. But he also did things like, he did
Breaking
his own.
Glass.
Yep. I love the sound of Breaking Glass. Fantastic song. And for Elvis Costello, he did What's So Funny About Love, Peace, Love, and Understanding.
That's right. Yeah. And what's Rockpile's song is on? Is it Girls Talk or something like that? What was the big one?
Teacher.
That's it.
Yeah. And If Sugar Was as Sweet as You. Yeah. There's a lot of good ones on here. When I write the book. Yeah. It's just really great stuff. It's really wholesome, bluesy, poppy, countryish, bluegrass kind of stuff. Really, really great stuff.
Yeah, I get you. Yeah, I should check them out. Actually. I do like Rockpile. The bits I've heard have been really fantastic. So I do like a bit of that.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
G Hotspot says, hello, guys. Hello.
G Hotspots.
How you doing? Welcome along. I'm glad you're joining us today. So you want my second one before we bring it?
Let's see it.
Unfortunately, this week we lost a real true artist, a musician unparalleled in what he did. He was a modern genius on the drums. We lost Clem Burke from the wonderful band Blondie. So I've been playing, there's Clem, hang on, which way is it? There he is, right there. I've been playing Parallel Lines today and yesterday, just as a mark of respect, because he was a drummer's drummer. He was absolutely amazing. He loved bands like The Who. He was a huge Keith Moon fan. He liked playing. He was Elvis Ramone for a little while in the Ramones, and he just loved British music. He played a lot of British music. This album's really good. Like, I've had this album a while, and it's been in the collection at the back, and sometimes I think I'll dig it out and have a look, and I kept skipping over it. Anyway, so this has got Hanging on a Telephone on it, One Way or Another, Picture This. It's got Sunday Girl, Heart of Glass. So it's pretty much got 90% of all their popular songs on this one album. Yeah. And Nigel Harrison, who's, hang on, my fingers are here, he's from England. I don't know if you knew that. He was the English bass player.
Oh, right.
So they had an English bass player with an American drum, and it worked for them. But Clem was amazing. I saw Blondie twice. First time I saw them, they had a problem with the equipment. So what happened was they were playing, and the equipment couldn't handle it at the venue, and it kept shutting down. So they were playing, shutting down, it's playing, shutting down. So Clem eventually smashed the drums to pieces, was signing bits and handing them out. I missed that bit because I was in the toilet, as I always am. And then we went outside, and they were sitting in the van. So Debbie signed a piece of paper for me. So I got Debbie's autograph and things like that. And then I saw them again a little while later, and they were just phenomenal. They were phenomenal. When the actual show went on, it was something to be behold. They were just amazing. Clem's a brilliant drummer. It's one of those things where it's an artist that's gone that's fantastic. Real shame. But brilliant drummer. But yes, I've been listening to Parallel Lines because it's been great.
Do you still have that autograph by Deborah?
Yeah. It's over there in the cupboard. Yeah, I still got it.
Excellent.
You know what? It was one of those things where I thought I had to cut that vinyl with me, and I thought I won't take that because I won't get anywhere near them. There's no point. And it was just one of those things where they were standing in front of me. I was like, should have brought it with me.
Gosh.
Yeah. Didn't bother.
Well, when Call Me came out, my friend used to listen to a lot of radio and call in a lot. So he did. He called in and he actually spoke to her. And he's saying, okay, hello, I love you. You're fantastic. And, with this new song, Call Me, you keep saying, call me, but you don't give us your number.
I bet she was like, yeah, nice. Yeah. Happy ever. Like she always is, always a misog, isn't she? But wicked. So shall we play a track and then get our guest on, as he's very kindly joining us this week?
Yeah. So we're going to play a video by our guest, Mark Sheeky. And it's called Cat COVID. Let's get right into it.
Meowing, sleep all day.
Really cool.
Really different, isn't that? It's really great. Poppy, bit out there, really
like
good.
Rich O'Brien, like Rocky Horror Picture Show vibes as well. Like
Exactly, yeah, when he's creating Frankie, Robbie, and those things.
that's great.
Yeah, very cool. Very cool. So that was Mark Sheeky. Now he's a musician, a singer-songwriter, professional artist, and a technological genius from Crewe here in the UK. Alongside his solo career, he also is part of the musical project Fall in Green with his friend Deborah Edgeley. Now they have a new album coming out soon. We'll chat about that later in the show. But first, let's bring on Mark Sheeky.
Hello, yes, with the bicockets. Hello,
yes.
guys. How are you?
Lovely. How's it going, Mark? Good to see you.
That can go now. Yes, it's cheeky.
Great.
Rhymes with cheeky.
Oh, sorry.
That's okay.
Cheeky.
Yes.
Okay. How you doing? So, so you are a professional artist, and you do one of your artistic outlets is music.
Exactly. Yeah, I do a bit of everything, including computer software and games. I sell games and make games and all sorts of things. And another thing about my music is that it's all made using software I've made myself. So I don't use any plugins, no third-party things. It's just all self-designed, from the filter algorithms to the reverb algorithms to everything.
Wow,
23 years ago I started doing it, and it's
really?
It's undergone 160 upgrades since. The same software. So
excellent.
There we are. That's one thing that makes me a bit different, I suppose. Not many people do that. I couldn't afford the software, so I had to make it. Plenty of people make their own instruments, don't they? I suppose, but because they can't afford it. But mine was software, so
yeah, excellent. You're keeping up with the times.
Yes,
that is amazing work. I mean, if you wanted echo, could you not go to a stairwell and just plug it?
Well, yes, I think the original what was it called? The Heartbreak Hotel Echo was a corridor, but all the copies of it were just tape loop synth sort of copies, digital, well, not analog copies, but they weren't a real room like that. Yeah. So there we are.
That's amazing.
Robbie and I went to Abbey Road Studios, didn't we? We saw the original machines and all these things that they made to get their certain effects, and now it's just a plug-in you buy and you get the same sound. It's not the same though, is it, Robbie?
No, it's not. No. When you can see, I mean, room-wise, it's beautiful, and tech-wise, it's beautiful. You can sell it on the internet. You ain't got to buy a big box and pop it around your house. So it's great. But I mean, that's amazing to work out that stuff. Is incredible. Yeah. Well done, Mark. That's absolutely brilliant. Is it when you're sort of writing now? Do you sort of think to yourself, "I want a certain sound. I'm going to build an instrument to make that way"? Do you get in that one?
Yes, I have a similar approach to how I do my visual art, in that I come up with an idea and a feeling, like some sort of overall thing, and then I think, how can I craft the mood? So I make everything from scratch, which is extremely time consuming. I've also run a sound effects library, which I was really into sound effects before I did music, really, for computer games. So I've got used to thinking how I can make a specific sound. Normally, still today, a lot of sound effects are done the old-fashioned way, with a microphone and trying to make something clang or scrape that's from real life. Yes, it's about using your imagination and trying to build the thing that that matches the feeling you want to try to get across, really.
Right.
Yeah.
So you don't come up with the sound or the technological effect. You don't do something to fit in with that. You do it the other way around. You have a feeling that you start with and you want to build on that.
That's the ideal, but I've written so much that I've done probably everything in every other way as well. I've come up with great sounds on a keyboard. I think, right, I'll make a song with that. And I've also come up with things from complete scratch. And I've also been experimenting. Thought, that sounds good. I'll make a song with that. So a mix of every combination you can think of, really.
Have you done a song with complete sound, like with sound effects only yet? Have you done one of those?
Probably. I mean, I've done loads of weird things. I was a host of like a weird art radio show, and for some of those things, I just put any old sounds and spoke over it and did all sorts of things. One of the strange ones was reading "The Sorrows of Young Werther" by Wolfgang Goethe over the top of Waterloo by ABBA.
Wow!
Because Goethe actually fought against Napoleon's armies, which I thought was brilliant, because Napoleon was a big fan of his books, and I thought it was the first time an author has actually fought against the military dictator who was his fan.
Yeah. That's amazing.
It's probably happening right now as we speak as well.
Mark, I can't help but notice that beautiful painting behind you.
Oh, thank you. Yes, it's one of my paintings. I especially put it here for the show today. It's normally a blank wall, but yeah, it's about a meter square. I really should paint. Well, I should paint more, but there's only so much hours in the day. I mean, I literally work 100% of the time, all day long, to try and get something. Normally for no money at all, like every artist. But scrape along, doing different things, writing the odd book, writing the odd software, trying to make people interested, and that's
you
the
really
artist
are a
life.
Renaissance man, aren't you?
Yes, I guess I get bored easily, so I think, I'm fed up with this. Now to painting. Fed up with this. Write a book. Fed up with this.
Do you have a favorite art form that you like to work in? Music, poetry, books, painting? Or does it just go in phases?
It goes in phases, but I think painting is the thing I love the most. But all of them take longer and longer. As you get older, things take longer. It always takes longer to make art. And it's not because you're actually more tired or anything. It's because when you're young, you haven't done much, and so anything you do is new and amazing and incredible. But gradually, you find out you've already done that before. So you've got to find something new, and it becomes harder and harder and harder. You have to push twice as hard to get 1% more, something new and a better feeling. So it just naturally takes longer, but the results are better, I think. And that's the stage I'm at now, where everything takes months and months just to make a small thing, but hopefully it's better than before. But you're just not satisfied with doing something in a week.
When you started painting, are you obsessed by it? Do you just constantly work on it and work and work?
No, I'm very what's the word? Disciplined. I mean, I come up with lots of ideas and make a plan for the year and make a plan for the several months, particularly with oil paintings like that painting behind me. It's in 2 layers or 3 layers. So you have to paint it, wait for it to dry, and then come back to it a few weeks later. So I normally have to have several paintings on the go simultaneously. Otherwise, I'd only do 2 every year or 1 every year. So it's a matter of I have to do this today. And the measure of being a professional is you do it even when you don't want to do it. So I never work spontaneously. Most of the time I'm doing things where I don't actually want to do them, but you have to push yourself to make yourself do them, because otherwise you're just not a professional. I've got to get it done. I said I'm going to record an album, so I'm gonna do it this week. I know a lot of time next week, so I have to do it.
That's fantastic that you're so disciplined. I'm such a procrastinator. It's just ridiculous. There is a book that I'm trying to get. It's called How to Overcome Your Procrastination. I just haven't
got around to it. That's brilliant punchline.
My wife is an artist, and when she starts something, a painting or a drawing, I can't talk to her. It's just she's so focused on it. She doesn't work in oils because it takes too long. But she uses lots of other media forms, and it's just. Okay, you sit there and you do your thing, and I'll do whatever I need to and stay away. But she's so focused.
Yeah, it does take a lot of time. And I mean, when I'm painting, I do paint like 8 hours a day, every day. And so that painting behind me would have taken like an entire week unless I have 40-hour week, just painting teeny little bits with teeny brushes. That's the way I do it, very meticulous and focused. But the time flies when you're doing something creative like that. You just wake up in the morning, get started, and suddenly, it's 6 p.m. Where's that day gone?
That's like us with our days off, Robbie. Doing stuff we like, and then we have to go to work.
That's right, yeah. So are you going to play some tracks for us today, Mark? Is that right?
Yeah, okay. I'll do a song called Robot, which is from my latest album, We Robot, which I just happen to have here. I almost felt like getting some vinyl out as well. Here's his little album. I'll just show you that. One thing I recently picked up locally, it's Introducing Sparks.
Oh, yeah, nice.
There.
Excellent.
And it's a CBS promotional copy as well. It's their least popular album. Yes, a big inspiration, because they're also basically make surreal music, and surrealist music in the great American tradition, really. Yeah, so this song is called Robot.
Right, we're going to disappear.
I'll wear some my robot glasses for it as well. I've got a keyboard in front of me, folks, so it plays all different bits. Let's get going. I like passion. You like art. You're in fashion. I'm all heart. I am eager. You are fake. You excite me when you say robot. 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 I like playing. You like games. I'm attracted to your play. Are you gentle or insane? Will you help me from that robot? Robot. That's it.
Lovely. Excellent, mate. Oh, that was really, really cool.
The robot glasses as well.
Yeah. Oh,
I love
Yes, that album was all about sort of AI, which is the big thing in music now, isn't it? It's the big thing in art and the world.
yeah, it's taking over.
I love it.
Thank you.
Helps me out all the time. I love it. I do.
He loves AI, but he loves the song too. That's just right up your street, isn't it, Robbie?
It is, yeah.
And everything. Yeah, it's great.
It's 80s vibes. I love it as well.
I can let you into a secret as well. The inspiration for it was a song called I'm a Mechanical Man by Bent Bolt and the Nuts. Have you ever heard of that?
No.
As soon as you hear that, you'll think, you know that the double snare, the from the Munsters theme had it as well, didn't it?
That's right,
the Munsters theme. And they had that, and it was a 1950s song of a novelty one-hit wonder, which is also a great song. But,
yeah, I love the popcorn like song in the back too.
Oh yes, popcorn. Yeah. Oh, more vinyl.
Set him off now.
Oh, there we go. Oh,
wow,
nice.
The popcorn by Hot Butter.
Yep,
that's a great song. Did you draw some of your influences from like popcorn and things like that, as well as the other track? Was you sort of homaging or looking at those songs when you was writing that song?
Well, my first influences and my first love for musically was actually computer game themes back in the late 80s, early 90s on the Commodore 64, old 8-bit consoles and computers and things. And Jean-Michel Jarre was the first LP I bought.
Nice. Yeah.
So instrumental music was my main thing for years and years and years, and I just loved that. And then I completely grew out of it and rejected it for being cold and not expressive enough. And then gradually I realized, well, the reason it was cold and not expressive enough, it was just too sequenced. As soon as sequencers came in 1984, everything got rubbish. And then I realized you've got to really add more humanity to it. So I worked really, really hard to have as much naturalistic bits as possible to everything I do, really. And So yeah, I gradually became into classical piano, and I gradually got into doing more and more weird live things, and then I've moved back into doing electronic stuff. So come full circle, really.
Yeah.
That's amazing. There's a massive synthwave, 80s synthwave market at the moment as well. A lot of that stuff's really coming back as well. So your song will slot straight into that. It's fantastic.
Yeah.
So, but what is nice is that I've heard a lot of American artists doing their version of that, and it's lovely to have a British artist like yourself doing your version of that, which is lovely because they're completely different styles, but in the same genre. So it's like, you know, we're Human League and they're whoever they are at the time. So it's wonderful on that. So do you sort of, when you're writing, like, is it a social idea that you look around and go, actually, I'm not happy about AI, like you say, I'm not happy about, I don't know, inflation, and then you just write tracks off of that? Or is it just when it pops in your brain, it pops in your brain?
It varies. I really struggle to. The problem is that when you write anything about a social thing is that it becomes right out of date really, really quickly. So I try to aim for a more general theme, but and at other times it's a personal theme, and at other times I've just come up with a tune or a poem. I tend to work in an unusual way in that I write all the words now as a poem. Actually, that robot song's a bit of an exception because I wrote that 20 years ago, 18 years ago. It took this long to record it, but I actually wrote it back then. But now I write all the words as a poem, not even with rhymes or scans or anything, and then try to fit the music to that, which is a really good tool for songwriters because it forces you to be creative in ways you wouldn't have thought otherwise. As soon as you try to write a song just based on just a tune going round around your head that you just sing live and improvise, they all end up sounding the same. You can tell the songwriters done that, like John Lennon probably did that, because they all did sort of edgily sounding the same, so that you've got to push yourself. And so the way I do it is by completely separating the music and the words part, which is an interesting exercise, actually, if anyone like try that.
Yeah, I agree with you about Lennon. All the stuff after 68 just sucked.
No, it didn't. It was bloody brilliant.
Robbie's the biggest. He is the biggest Beatles fan.
He's doing it to annoy me. That's all.
Yeah.
So, shall we play some more music, Pete?
Let's play a song by Mr. Fallrise. Now, Mr. Fallrise is Mark. He's been with us since the very beginning. He's a guy who works a 9-to-5 job or shift work. He works his butt off to save up to make money to basically perform his songs, to record his songs. So he does about one every 9 to 12 months. And this is his latest one. He loves the 80s. You'll see that in this one. This one's called My Way by Mr. Fallrise.
And now the end is near. I've nothing left to fear. One day I'll face the final curtain. Before I disappear, I'll sing it loud and clear. My way, the Mr. Fallrise version. It's not over, not over, not over, sing to fear. One day I'll face the final curtain. Before I disappear, I'll sing it loud and clear. My way, the Mr. Fall Rise version.
Cool.
Really anthematic, isn't it? It's really, I love that kind of stuff. You know, simple, excellent words. Nick's there. Hello, Nick.
Hello, Nick. The writer himself.
Mr. Fall Rise.
Oh, that would be a great funeral song.
It's
Yeah,
fantastic.
exactly.
There was a band about 20 years ago. I think they were called the Claxtons, and they were hugely influenced by the 80s. And I can hear Nick's influence of the Claxtons in that, if you see what I mean. Like, it's going down 3 generations. It's really fantastic as well.
Yeah. I love that footage as well of the 80s.
The dancing and the hair. Because they covered an 80s track as well. So it's basically, amazing. Really great stuff.
Yeah.
I don't mean to rush us on, but time is pressing. So, Mark, you've got a guest with yourself today, haven't you? Would you?
I do, yes.
Would you be happy to perform a song with your guest?
Deborah. Oh, yes, we'll do a song together. So here's Deborah Edgeley, folks.
Right, we're going to hide. Hang on. So there we go.
Hello.
Hello, I'm Deborah.
Yes, together we are Fall in Green, and we perform spoken word poetry to music. That's it, really. So we're going to perform a song now called Clown Face. I'll just move the mic so that Deb's got some speaking room.
Okay. And it's about the production of cochineal, of all things. So a clown looks back on his life. Crushed into beetle's petals for his lips, he can feel their sun encased in the austere lacquer and made as a paste for laughter. Something like his father's face, romanced with a ring of light bulbs and tears of his hope, walk a well-worn script. Stars to ashes, heaven's applause.
That was really great. Really interesting stuff.
That's really great.
Really, really good stuff.
And very, very different as well. That's why.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Honestly,
so, Mark, do you write the music, and Deb, do you do the poetry?
Yes, in actual fact, this is one of Mark's poems. So, but usually I'd write the poems, don't I?
Yes.
Excellent.
Yeah.
And you guys have an album coming out, so don't you?
We do. It's called Letters from a Square Spoon, and that's based on a track about Rudolf Steiner, who didn't like right angles in his architecture or way of life because curves are more creative. And it's very complicated.
Wow.
But yes, it's surreal. And that's from a track called 12-fold dodecahedron, isn't it?
Lilac Dodecahedron, yes. Yeah. It's a very eclectic album, actually. Most of it's are things we perform live. We perform live an awful lot, actually, particularly in literary places like libraries and World Book Day and poetry type things. But at the same time, it's not always classical piano like that. Some of our earlier stuff was, but now it's much more moving into almost like prog rock in the background. Really? And some distorted synthesizers and all sorts of stuff, but still spoken over the top rather than sung. So that's about the only difference between.
When you perform in the library, do they not tell you shh all the time when you're trying to?
Well, not the librarians we know. We know some punk librarians, don't we?
Yeah.
Wonderful. You've had a question in. Becky Williams says, do you find that the different arts you use to influence each other? E.g., while you're painting, do you get inspiration for your music?
Well, yes, actually. And sometimes I used to write on the back of my paintings a poem that was connected with it. And then sometimes some of my tunes, some of my songs are named after paintings, and some of the paintings are about songs as well. So everything does intermingle a bit. Yeah, very interesting question.
Yeah, nice one, Bex.
And what about your poetry, Deborah? Is it the same for you? Do you find like art inspires you, or is it just anything you're reading in the paper or anything like that?
Yeah, well, I read a lot, so my books do inspire me, and I like the classics. So I've written some about war and peace. So it was like a big challenge a lifetime challenge to myself to read it. So a few poems came out of that. They were quite powerful, and we've actually recorded one that's on the album, haven't we?
Yes.
And it's called I Slip Into French Like Tolstoy, about when the Russian aristocracy would just slip into French when they lost their Russian values or something like that. I can't even remember what I meant by it, but yeah. But that's quite dark, isn't it? It's
very dark.
Very dark. We like dark.
Yes, we do. It's very gothic and gothy.
Yes.
I mean, that poem starts with somebody with a severed leg, with blood leaking out of it and stuff, talking to somebody who's dying in a tent.
Yes.
A feel-good song.
Yeah. So they're available for children's parties if you want to book them.
Absolutely. we have clown costumes too.
Actually, children love dark stuff anyway. It's just adults that object to it. It's always the parents that object. The children actually love this sort of thing. That's
exactly. I'd just like to say that, funnily enough, in my first poetry collection, I do mention "Is It Yellow" by Afra, because we did a track called "Too Much Excitement in Your Life" about the pharma industry, and I tried to perform it as him. I mean, well, obviously wasn't as good, but that kind of thing, the American kind of like a TV advert kind of thing.
Wow,
So,
I would love to see
that.
that.
Weird, yeah.
Yeah.
Summer says you've got beautifully creative minds. What a lovely way of looking at it.
Yeah. Hello, Summer. Nice to see you.
I mean, so far what we've had 80s, we've had like art. We had everything in the show so far.
Yeah.
Should we time is
let me just ask, you guys, is the album available now?
It's coming out on all streaming platforms and on
week.
CD on the 18th of April, so next Friday.
Good
Great.
Friday.
And you'll be able to find it on all streaming services and Bandcamp and all that.
We haven't made any videos, but we'll try. I mean, our videos are all pretty big, complex, expensive affairs now, unlike mine, which are often animated. But yes, we haven't had any single releases, but we're gonna. Yes, it'll be on all platforms, YouTube and all the streamings. But of course, what you should do is buy the CD because we don't get any money from all those streamings.
Yeah,
Bandcamp as well, which is also a very good platform, isn't it? Everyone loves Bandcamp. So
we'll have links in the description anyway once this episode's live, so people can find you even if it's 6 months from now. So time is pressing. Should we get another song in, Pete? What would you like?
Well, let's do a little short video. It's by Mark.
Yeah.
All right, and it's really interesting. All right, it's called Burning Meat Outdoors.
Hang on, I've got to find that. Oh, there we are. Okay.
I've been burning meat outdoors, burning meat outdoors. I serve it with a sticky sauce and wait for the applause. I've been burning meat outdoors, burning meat outdoors. I serve it with a sticky sauce and wait for the applause. Burning meat outdoors, cooking in the sun. People don't like eating it, but burning it is fun.
I love that. You were so theatrical, mate.
Thank you. Well, that's actually just a reading of the lyrics of another song. But I thought it's fun to do a whole. Again, that was inspired by Sparks during lockdown. Ron Mail would just read out all the lyrics to Sparks songs as though they were poetry, and I thought I'll do that as well. So
excellent idea.
And you got the hat on again.
Yeah. Yes. Well, I tend to have an outfit for each album. So that's why.
right.
So I have a different outfit for each album, which I think is because I try to merge fashion with art with it as well, because it keeps things distinctive as well. So the bicocket and red shirt that I'm wearing now was all the theme of that one, A Drive Through the Town.
Wonderful. Let's switch gears and play one more video. Okay, it's by a gentleman called Jed Wyatt Smith, and he's from Portland, Oregon, in the U.S. It's a beautiful little song called "My Brown Eyed Girl." Is it?
Mm-hmm.
Here we go.
We wake up to sunshine. I can't believe that you're all mine. And then we go out for some food. After coffee you'll be in the mood. Oh, yeah. You are my brown-eyed girl. Oh, yeah. Take a walk on the beach. You stop and kiss my cheek, and then you look me in the eye. I sing you this lullaby. What you do to me, we living in harmony in such a crazy world. But when this life gives me lemons, I can count on my brown-eyed girl. Oh, yeah. You are my brown-eyed girl. Oh, yeah. No other like you in this world. You do to me, we living in harmony in such a crazy world. But when this life gives me lemons, I can count on my brown-eyed girl. We go out late that night. Your smile is all so bright. And then we go out to a show. So hard to take it slow. What you do to me, we living in harmony in such a crazy world. But when this life gives me lemons, I can count on my brown-eyed girl. Oh, yeah. You are my brown-eyed girl. Oh, yeah. No other like you in this world. Oh, yeah, yeah. You are my brown-eyed girl. Oh, yeah, yeah. No other like you in this world.
That's great, isn't it?
Yeah.
Nice feel song.
Yeah, exactly. Really simple, genuine. You could tell he really loves his brown-eyed girl.
Yeah, the problem with that though is what an accolade for his girlfriend or wife that he's written this beautiful song and he plays it, and I just have to go to my missus. Hey, I got your Mars bar. You know, there's no. Yeah, I don't look weaker.
Yeah. The other thing is though, if they ever break up, he has to look for a girl that has brown eyes.
It was a great song. I got like elements of Jack Johnson in there as well. Jason Mraz.
Yeah.
A sort of beachy kind of sound. Really great song. That really
lovely. Lovely. Great. Mark, would you perform one more song for us?
Yes, I'd be happy to. Yes.
That's great. And I believe this one's called Style Guru Fashion Queen.
That's right. And I'm going to put the outfit on for this one.
Ooh.
Wow.
Right. We're going to disappear. So we'll leave you to it.
There we go. Style Guru. can't help it. Look at the look of love in their eyes. I'm a star, fashion queen, always the person to be seen. Never the same as anyone else. Nobody can be like me. I'm a star, fashion queen, a statue's green machine. I'll make you jealous. I know you love me, then I'll wave bye-bye. Don't have a past, I'm a mystery. Everybody wants to know me. I got to be brave to come and say hello. I'm a star, fashion queen, always the person to be seen. Never the same as anyone else. Nobody can be like me. I'm a star, fashion queen, a statue's dream machine. I'll make you jealous, make you cry. Wave bye-bye.
Hey, awesome.
Excellent, mate. Really great stuff.
I love it.
Oh my gosh.
Someone says, and make a new video.
Yeah, must do.
Fantastic stuff.
That's great. Getting to be inside your mind, mate, it would be like a musical, artistic amusement park. You know, it'd be like here and there and everywhere. It's amazing. How do you? It's so good that you have discipline because you got to keep that under control, don't you?
Well, yes. Without it, I wouldn't be able to do anything, probably.
Yeah.
I guess. But you need it for computer programming. Computer programming is actually a really good lesson. I've been programming since I was about 9 years old, and without that it trains you in many, many ways, particularly in humility, because it breaks all the time. Things break all the time, but you learn that it's something you've done. It's not the machine. There's no point in getting angry at it. You just have to calmly work out what went wrong step by step, and that sort of teaches you to do things step by tiny step. And anyone can achieve anything if you break it into small enough steps. That's it.
I'm going to write that down.
There's no dream that's impossible, providing you break it into small enough steps. That's how people got on the moon. Just step 1, step 2, step 3.
That's true. It's very true. Very true.
Well, Mark, thank you and Deborah for joining us today. It's been an absolute pleasure having you on. We've loved the music. Where's Deborah? Is she there?
Oh, thank you. Yes,
There you are.
it's been
Hello,
brilliant.
There she is. Fantastic. It was great. I'm going to be playing Silk Merchant's song on an upcoming Unknown Sounds show. That's from Falling Green, so I'm looking forward to that.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah, that's on the new album.
new
That's all
album.
about Somerset Maugham and all tons of other things. Thank you.
We're going to have links in the description, obviously, but where's the best place to find you guys if people are looking for your material?
For Falling Green, there's a website, fallinggreen.co.uk. We got the name from We Roll and Falling Green from Kate Bush, Wuthering
Oh,
Heights.
yeah.
So that's how you can remember it. So
Deborah, sorry, Deborah, are you a fan of Kate Bush?
Oh, yes. Yeah, she's number 1. Number 2 is Edie Brickell. I love her
of
as
course,
well.
Yeah.
But yes, because we both like Kate Bush, don't we? So she's huge influence.
It's so funny because both our other halves, who are female, hate Kate Bush.
I hate Kate Bush, yeah.
Oh, really?
So it's nice to see that it's not just us men who like Kate Bush.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Great.
my missus is like, turn that nonsense off, yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, so thank you so much for coming on the show and sharing your
Oh,
talents with
thank
us.
you. It's been brilliant.
It's been wonderful. Thank you.
Okay. And we'll see you guys soon.
Thank you.
See you
Hang on,
soon.
Pete. My
Take
mouse has died, so I
Sorry.
can't actually do anything at the minute.
All right. No
So
worries.
we're
Dead
just-
mouse.
just a
Sorry, sorry if cat COVID was to blame.
Oh, there we go. I'm back again.
All right, guys.
Yeah, lovely. Thanks. Yeah, thanks for coming on, guys. Hang around. We'll talk to you in a minute. But thanks for coming on.
Thank you.
That was great.
Great.
What an interesting show we've had today. We've had so much stuff.
Yeah, very diverse, wasn't it?
It was brilliant. We're going to try and be back when we can, I guess. It's going to be.
Hopefully, we'll try for 2 weeks, right?
Yeah, we're going to try for 2 weeks. As ever, though, we normally have something going on that means we can't. But we'll get back. We'll be posting everywhere to let you know it's going to be back. And check out all the bands for the links in the description and the album spoke about as well.
That's right. And don't forget to check out Robbie's chatting tracks.
Thank you very much. And Peter's Unknown Sounds. Obviously,
Thank you.
subscribe to all these channels because it massively helps us out.
Yeah, it does.
And we get to promote more unsigned bands and bands that are up and coming as well.
That's right.
Anyway, thanks for joining us, and we'll see you on the next one. See you later, Peter.
Bye-bye.